Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. Thank you guys for watching my last video and the last few videos and helping us hit those 500 subscribers. But now we are changing directions of the channel a little bit. I talked about it a little bit in our last video, and I'm not going to spend a whole lot of time harping on it, but the reality is we are going away from what we initially founded this channel to do, which is talk about Teslas, then tech, and then encompassing travel as well. Now our primary focuses will be tech, travel, and collectibles. But also, as you saw in the last video, I've decided to start my own small business. Again, it's not a business that I'll be doing full time. It's a business I'm going to be doing, well, as I want to and when I want to. But I would like to show you guys what I did to start the small business, but also what I'm doing to get my small business off the ground and running. It's going to be interesting, and I did it for a variety of different reasons, which I will talk about here in a second, and I'll keep it short and simple and sweet. Because if you're thinking about starting a small business and it's for any of these reasons, well, hopefully this can act as a catalyst to either help you get you motivated, get you started, but also to act as a way to keep me accountable for keeping my small business going and keeping my eyes on the prize, which is, well, let's talk about it here in a minute. But first, Henry's birthday's coming up. I gotta go exchange some stuff. Because yeah, I went to buy a video game for Henry for his birthday, and well, I finally reached that 40-year-old dad brain where he told me the game, I said the game, they handed me the game, just assumed it was the game, got home and looked, wasn't the right game. So now I gotta go make sure they have the right one here. All right, give me a couple minutes, I'll be back. Well, no luck on actually exchanging the game. They didn't have it in stock, so I just returned it. And truth be told, after the interaction, probably didn't really want to buy it here anyway. But it's all good. Let's go find another place that hopefully they have it in stock. And let's grab some lunch. I am hungry. Right now, I think we're gonna stop by Sergeant Pepperoni over here on Tucson's northwest side near Ina and Shannon. Next stop, pizza. And right after that, let's talk business. And there it is, Sergeant Pepperoni's Pizza, a place I've always heard great things about, ate at years and years ago, but not a clear enough memory to remember if I liked it or not. And it's hardly open. It has weird hours, but hey, it's because it's good pizza from what I hear. But next door is an antique shop, which kind of leads me into part of what my business is going to be. Well, that's kind of cool looking. Well, actually 0 for 2 on that attempt. So Sergeant Pepperoni's does not do pizza by the slice, which is fine. I just don't have time to stick around for the 25 minutes they said to make the pizza, which seems like a really long time for a pie, especially with no one else being in there. And the antique shop, unfortunately, is closed on Sundays. Oh, well, we tried. But the reason I said it's part of the future business model is part of what I'm going to do, in a very small part, just something. I want to start hunting for rare and cool collectibles and see about reselling them. So kind of just a fun byproduct of what I like to do already, which is go out in the world and search for cool little treasures that maybe people forgot existed, or a diamond in the rough. And who knows, I'll probably end up keeping them, but the goal is to find them and maybe sell them or move them to someone who's been looking for it. But oh well, let's talk more about the business right now. Well, when in doubt, get a Southwest staple. Pretty much only found here in Arizona, New Mexico, and well, it's a religion in Texas. This food is delicious. I mean, look at the size of that burger. But the king of the show is their ketchup. It's unmatched. Well, it's officially been a couple days. Henry's birthday shopping is done. Picked up a Valentine's Day present for my wife. Only thing left is to talk about that small business. And I want to start off by saying, I'm not actually offering advice on what to do to start your small business, but these are the steps to follow. It's really on you and what you want to do and how you want to go about doing it. Whether that's a sole proprietorship where you just file it on your taxes every year as kind of like a hobby that makes an income, or just as additional income. Like me, I chose to go the route for LLC. Why, you ask? Well, that's why I'm making this video. A couple things. I've always wanted to own my own business and be my own boss. Now, am I actually my own boss? Well, no, I still have my full-time day job, which I have no intentions of leaving anytime soon, if ever. You know, I'm at a point where I have a career, not a job, which I'm very blessed and happy to have that. But as far as me starting my own side business and my own LLC, here's a couple reasons. One, plain and simple, to be official. If I'm going to do these things and actually do them right, do them well, I need to be branded and have that LLC behind me to back it up, support, be registered with the state for tax purposes, XYZ. And more importantly too, for the protection component of it. Because when you have an LLC and you're someone like myself who's worked very, very hard to get the stuff that you have, well, I guess you can call them assets, be it my comic books, my home, our cars, whatever. When I put myself out there to actually conduct and do business, you want to be able to protect these things that you've worked so hard for. And that's what the LLC is. It is its own entity. Everything I do is under that LLC, not underneath my private assets that I have with my wife and family. So it's just a protection component of it. Again, I said earlier, tax purposes. So now when I sell things, produce things, charge consulting fees, whatever it is, it's no longer me just adding it onto our taxes at the end of the year as additional income, but a whole separate beast. Silly Monkey is going to represent itself in that capacity. Now, what kind of business are we going to be doing? Been kind of all over the place for it. And I set it up as kind of, not only say an umbrella corporation, because that's an official term, but I set it up as an arts and entertainment business. Because yes, we are doing YouTube stuff here and we've reached over 500 subscribers. So although we're not actually at a point where we can generate any kind of revenue income, which as I stated in a previous video, has never really been my goal or my intent. Now, if I can get to pay for itself, even better. But this is also something I truly enjoy doing. But I also have to be realistic too. At some point, whether it's sponsorships, other things, if that ever goes that route, I want to be set up to do it and do it right. But when I say arts and entertainment, I've also made it clear, I love working in the comic book world, whether it's writing, producing, production, lettering, just working with people here in our local community to make things come to fruition. I want to do it and do it right again. So now I'm kind of set up in that spot where, although I can't really hire anyone because I set up as a single member LLC, I can now do work for hire, which means if I work with some of my artist friends and I want to make sure they receive a payment, a stipend, whatever it is, now my company can hire them as a work for hire through some contracts that I wrote. Yeah, I'm that weird. I spent the other night writing a bunch of contracts up and then getting them verified to make sure they are correct and sound. So far, so good. But we can do that. They can get the revenue. It's not coming out of my own pocket, and I can trace it back to my LLC. So again, for tax purposes at the end of the year. It's just kind of covering everyone's butt, which is always fun. And I'm sure this video is riveting, but believe it or not, I find this stuff really fun and really cool. The other part too is we can also do things outside of the box of arts and entertainment that still fall under it. Like I mentioned the antique shop earlier. I would actually love to go out and hunt for vintage comics, collectibles, things like that. And for the things that don't make it into my private collection, it goes into being sellable, and I'll try to move it on its own. And to me, that's not like retail, and I can argue that it falls under fine arts, which goes back against the arts and collectibles, because a well-crafted, well-designed toy is art. How is it any different than Michelangelo's David, right? Like, art is art to me, and art is subjective, and if you can argue it, it's art. And then the entertainment portion is, I would like to get back into podcasting, live video, get into production. So really it's arts and entertainment is the umbrella that covers everything up. It falls under the umbrella. It's really late. Got all the stuff wrapped. Henry's birthday is in like 5 hours. So I want to make sure when he gets up in the morning, we can do all this. Because like normal, my video is being done way late at night. Probably not well thought out because I'm on the verge of falling asleep. This video has actually been shot over 3 days because I've been working nonstop at my day job and still working on stuff after and before for my fun job. That's life. This is the life I chose. It's the way we keep ourselves entertained. I think it's a lot of fun, and I just always wanted to own my own business. There's something that's so official about saying, oh, my business, my company. I don't know, it's something I'm truly excited to do and embark on and see where it goes and how it works. I mean, technically we've been in business now for like 2 weeks. And I already have orders for some new books. I'm going to make an appearance at a toy show to sell some of our books and some of our Silly Monkey paraphernalia. I'm also working on some other things with some of my artist friends. We're looking at producing and doing production going forward, so that arts and entertainment is in full swing. And I'm truly, truly excited about it because it's something I haven't done now for years. It's even inspired me to the point where I'm actually starting to write again, which I haven't written for fun or written at my own leisure for quite a while. And believe it or not, it was my day job that kind of inspired that. So I just got done writing up this really cool proposal. Not only did it get accepted, it actually caught the attention of a lot of people I didn't mean to get their attention, but now we're working on something bigger than I ever imagined at work. So very, very cool. And that inspired me to get back to doing the other writing that I always aspired to do. I can't talk right now. I'm very tired. So on that note, we're going to end it here. Expect some more videos coming out as about the business stuff, a little bit more detail. This was just kind of a filler / me talking to you to clear my mind. In other words, I All right, guys, thanks for watching. Tune in soon, because one of the videos I'm going to be producing really, really soon, I'm going to talk about the creative process in writing and producing comics and what it takes. And that one I think is going to be a little bit better thought out, produced, and set up video. More to come on that. And we got the Tucson Toy Show at the end of the month, or at the beginning of next month on March 2nd. Looking forward to that as well. And I'll be traveling here to California pretty soon, as well as to Oregon. A lot of stuff planned out in the next month and a half, folks. So make sure if you haven't done so, like and subscribe at the bottom. Thanks for watching. And I hope this wasn't too boring. A day in the life of a small business owner. A brand new small business owner. Bye-bye, everybody.